Coach, just hoping you could hang on as long as you could here. Obviously, it appeared as though the schedule kind of caught up to you.
Yeah, just disappointing. A couple outcomes here, but I think the shorty in the first took a lot out of us. The mindset was there. We were checking, and then it's just before you know it, it's 2-0, and you're trailing the game, and probably we score, we get a gift, and then the next shift they score, and those are the biggest shifts are the ones after goals, end of periods, and today we weren't sharp enough.
With the power play, you're almost getting a sense that players are trying to do too much, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, they care. And, those are the guys that have carried us all year, that the power play has won us so many games. These are the guys, this is the motor of our team that care, that's the pulse. And right now it's easy to point fingers. They're trying. And, it's just squeezing it a bit. We need one to go in, and they're skilled players. And when it goes in, they'll get hot. And, before this is over, they're going to win us games again.
Thomas Chabot left before the end of the game, and Matthew Joseph in the first period. Any updates on either of the two?
Yeah, no update. Neither was able to return. We'll know more, after the game here. But, certainly it didn't help. Joe's been playing real good. He's been real good on the penalty kill. He gets hurt. We get scored on right behind it. It's unfortunate, but, we've got bodies, and if they're out, guys are going to have to step up.
Coach, your group is 3-3 in March now, the same mark you were at in February at the beginning of the month before finishing 6-4. What do you target to ensure you finish the month as strongly as you did in February?
Well, the biggest thing is that right there. I think as a young group, you get caught looking at the standings. I think, we played so well at home in that stretch, and then we knew how hard this trip would be. And we want to be over 500 in March to give ourselves, and then we know what we're going to have to do in April. We're 3-3. We started out 2-0. It's not where we want to be, but again, it's, you got the Oilers, the Avalanche, the Leafs. It doesn't get any easier. We're going to have to find our game in a hurry. But I got all the trust in the leadership in these guys that when the chips are down, they'll be ready.
Bring Julian Gauthier back to the lineup today. You seem to bring that speed and physicality you look for.
Yeah, you know what? He skated well. He got himself a breakaway there. It's hard. We lost a left winger, and we're rotating lines all over the place. The remainder of the game, but I thought he skated really well.
Tim, I know you're not making any excuses, but the schedule kind of catch up to you here as far as the fatigue factor is concerned?
I mean, everybody got back-to-backs, every team in the league, so for me, there's no excuse. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's just we're not sharing pucks, we're not breaking the puck out and turning pucks over when we shouldn't, and ends up back of the net.
Can it be as simple as maybe just trying to do too much?
I wouldn't say trying too much. I think, we just didn't work hard enough. I think I didn't think it was our worst game, but we had some chances, and if we can't capitalize on them, we got to at least try to not give them any chances. And every chance we give them is 2-on-1, grade A chances, and then it's nothing man who can do.
Obviously, things will settle in a little bit if you can find some heat to the power play.
I mean, yeah.
Tim, the team is 3-3 in March here. Same mark you were at in February at the same time before finishing 6-4 for the month. Important to kind of take it game by game and try and finish the month strong?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we try to take every game by game, but it just can't happen. I mean, just can't happen. 2 games in a row. Just not great.
Where does the belief from this group come from that you can rally back?
I mean, I think without belief, you're not going to do anything in this league. I mean, every team can beat everyone, and it shows tonight. I think we didn't play our worst game, but everything didn't go the way we wanted to. But in the end, the last 2 games went the way we wanted to play, and we just got to turn the page. But it's definitely really frustrating right now.
Where did you see this one getting away tonight, Travis?
Maybe in the second. I think it was 2-1. We made it. We got the lucky bounce there. We were kind of talking maybe we just needed one lucky break or something, and it kind of kicked weird, and Timmy put it in, and a couple minutes later we get back chasing the game by a couple, and we knew going in, obviously this building, that team, the style of play that they're going to have, they're going to lock it down, and that's kind of what happened.
Do you see the desperate? It's a talented group in there for sure, and it's a hungry group that knows where it is. Do you see the signs of either desperation or the belief that you need to see in order to know that you guys can continue?
Yeah, definitely. We have a ton of belief in our group. We've been resilient all season. We've played through a ton of adversity. We've clawed our way back into the race and into the conversation when everyone kind of left us on the side of the road a couple months ago. So that's something that we have an abundance of, I would say, in our room. And we know, I mean, the proof's in the pudding when we play our style and are concerned about how we're going to play and how we're going to manage the puck and manage the game. We've played with every team in the league, and we know we can. So we just got to do it on a more consistent effort. And we knew it was going to be a tough back-to-back. No excuses whatsoever, but we knew it was going to be a tough back-to-back for us.
It's all about re-energize now for the next 36 hours.
Yeah, exactly. I have said it, and I think I've told you many times so far this year, whether you win or lose, you gotta turn the page. No one's waiting for you. The league's not waiting for you, and no one's feeling sorry for you. So it seems like this time of year, everyone's getting points, everyone's playing each other, and we just have to turn the page, move forward. We got a day off. We can rejuvenate on our day off. I'm sure we'll have some video and get ready for Edmonton. They're playing well. We know that. So we're going to be excited and ready to go because, frankly, that's when our group is at our best, is when we're energized and playing with confidence and excited.
Not sure the score would reflect it, but your goaltender was solid at times. I mean,
Yeah.
Consider where he's come from in his journey
Yeah.
to play as well as he did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, both those guys have played extremely well, and he made some big saves tonight. I mean, they had a couple looks in the second. The game could have got put away pretty early. So we have a ton of confidence, and we have two young goaltenders right now that are battling their bag off for us. So it's unfortunate that we couldn't have pitched a better effort for him tonight because he was ready.
Tim just expressed a great deal of frustration maybe to his own game and the team game here. How important is it to get that emotion out of the system?
Well, I mean, emotion's good. It is an emotional game. Too much of it either direction is probably not good. But shows how much guys care and how much we want to win, and as a group, how much, as players we hold ourselves accountable, and as a group we hold ourselves accountable. So emotion is good. You just got to stay a little bit more even keel, I think, as an entire group and as players. And when the wave's going good, not get too high, and the wave's going bad, not get too low. And that's quite frankly what this time of year is all about. So we're learning that.
Is this all about forget and re-energize now for Edmonton?
Yes and no. I think tonight, last night, there's things that you have to learn from. You can't just forget. You can't just turn the page. Like, these games happen, and there's parts of the game that we need to clean up. That being said, you do have to address it and have a short memory because this time of year the next one matters as much as any of the rest. So it's it's tough. It sucks. It's back-to-back games of outcomes that you don't want. I mean, last night's different. We had our chances. We had looks. Felt like it was stacked against us a little bit, just in terms of some of the bounces and penalty trouble. But tonight, we give up a shorthanded goal again, so we give up a power play goal in the first period. This time of year, special teams are so important, and that just that sets the tone of the game for us, and we got to be better there.
Your goaltender, I know it's been quite a ride in that position all year, but the score doesn't reflect it. He had some pretty good saves.
Mando and Sogi have both been great. I mean, what a spot to be thrown into. You get your top two guys down. You got to come in here and backstop. Some really, really important hockey games, and they've both done extremely well. They're confident guys. Mando was great tonight. Made some huge saves. Score could be a lot worse if it weren't for him. Feel for him because we'd like to put a better effort out in front of him. But both those guys have been unbelievable.
You have a pretty talented group that's showing a little desperation here to crawl back into this conversation. Do you see the signs right now? I know it's fresh right now, but do you see the signs that there's a belief and or the ability to keep it going?
There's belief for sure. We're quick to acknowledge that maturity in our game to have gotten desperate and to get ourselves to that point. I think we've got to, I think we've also got to check ourselves and realize that the last, few games have, been a little immature in a sense. Just the way that we've got down and we haven't really stuck to our plan. We've kind of tried to stretch the game out, kind of tried to get it all back in one swoop, and that's the maturity that we had been showing, and it's tough when you face adversity in this league. It's tough to stick to your guns and just realize that what you're best at is going to get you back in games. So if anything, that's where we've got to kind of get back to. There's no doubt there's a ton of belief, a ton of desperation in this room, and we're going to keep pushing as hard as we can. So it'll be good to get right back at it, good to get a day off, kind of reset, and play an Edmonton team that's playing well. It'll be good for our group, and hopefully we can have a better showing.